Senate sets up ad hoc committee to investigate Safe School initiative. Efficiency in aviation sector. Federal government approves special funding for upgrade of 4 airports. Federal Capital Territory Administration terminates contracts of ongoing Apo-Karushi Road project. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on News 24 live from Abuja. I am Nina Daniels. In furtherance of its resolve to ensure safety and security for students and teachers in areas affected by insurgency, banditry and other security challenge, the Nigerian Senate has set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the Safe School initiative. The 13-man ad hoc committee is tasked with investigating the funding and expenditure of the initiative from when it was launched in 2014. Senate took the decision last week following the abduction of students in Kebbi State, as it wondered how the security breach occurred with the initiative in place. Meanwhile, Senate has taken the first reading of the Terrorism Act Amendment Bill as it pushes for death sentence without option of fine on kidnapping and all other terrorism-related offenses. Senate has confirmed the appointment of Ayo Omidiro as chairman and 37 others as commissioners for the Federal Character Commission. The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to use all diplomatic means to ensure a safe return of former President Goodluck Jonathan from Guinea-Bissau following a military coup in that country. Adopting a motion raised by House Leader Julius Iwoberry, the House notes that government is aware that the former president is on official assignment to monitor elections in Guinea-Bissau before the military struck, leaving Goodluck Jonathan and others on the mission trapped in the West African country. Lawmakers called for necessary steps to be taken to ensure that their security and safe return.
Getting back as quickly and safely as possible. Our goal is to urge the government not to relent in that effort.
He is trapped outside Nigeria, and like we have been discussing on the floor of this chamber, the security of lives of Nigeria should matter to us. The only thing I will add is that the importance we attach to his life should also be attached to the life of every other Nigerian.
National Assembly correspondent Mitaire Ikpen reports that the House at Thursday's plenary continued debate on national security with far-reaching recommendations from lawmakers.
It's been abused through a video. They will go after that person and track their location. Why is this one so difficult to track?
The United Arab Emirates has released names of terrorist sponsors. In this country, the names of these sponsors are yet to be released to face justice.
People that we swore an oath to protect, and something has to be done, Mr. Speaker, to strengthen border control, to curb arms trafficking and movement of criminal groups.
Some of the conversations that you're having in this room reflected in the declaration of Mr. President.
Kidnapping, murder, robbery, these cases cannot wait years. States must have the power to prosecute swiftly.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, wants members of the APC support groups to also serve as watchdogs of the party's manifestos and the administration's 8-point agenda. This was at the maiden meeting between the government spokesman and leaders of various APC support groups held behind closed doors. Salihu Abdullahi Wanara reports.
These are the faces behind those who carried the party's flag and provided support at the podiums at the polling units that led to the victory of APC at the center.
We still remain steadfast in our support for the government. We are part of the system. So if it is good, it's for us. If it's bad, for us. And that is why we are happy that you grant us this audience.
Before the closed-door session, the minister updated them about the administration's performance within the last 2.5 years of its first-term mandate.
Mr. President declared a state of emergency on security, authorizing the recruitment of additional personnel into the army and police, and announcing fresh support for existing security outfits created by the state governments. He has also called on the National Assembly to expedite legislative action on the establishment of state police. The newly established Ministry for Livestock Development and the state governments will continue to work together to put a stop to open grazing and replace it with ranching. The Tinubu administration is laying a strong foundation for Nigeria's future by creating more opportunities for our youth, who constitute more than 60% of the entire population of Nigeria. We have an unprecedented number of youth heading ministries, departments, and agencies.
Like its bold signature campaign messages, he said the administration is creating a sustainable future for Nigeria and Nigerians. Being a first interactive platform, their energy seems undiluted and their commitment steady for future engagement. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu has approved special funding to upgrade Nigerian Airspace Management Agency's equipment, moving the agency's procurement from the regular budget to a dedicated fund. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, made the revelation at a quarterly stakeholders engagement. Ladi Bala has the details.
The minister's announcement underscores the federal government's commitment to modernizing Nigeria's aviation infrastructure, with the special funds set to accelerate the upgrade of NAMA's equipment.
Mr. President has graciously agreed to get special funding outside the budget to upgrade the equipment of NAMA. And so we have that special funding now. We also access the funds.
The Nigerian Airspace Management Agency has also granted 4 airports approval to operate up to 10 p.m. The airports are Eola International Airport, Sir Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri, General Tunde Idiagbon International Airport, Ilori, and Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu. This decision follows calls from stakeholders to extend flight hours beyond the current Abuja-Lagos schedule.
We upgraded communication equipment in 4 additional airports and navigational equipment in 3 more airports. We have been able to install instrument landing system, which is meant for international flight. That is why we don't see delays in landing most of the time and delays in departure.
NAMA has also established a fully functional flight calibration unit for checking navigational aid and validating instrument approach procedures. In Abuja, Ladibala, NTA News.
With renewed focus on adolescents and young people as key to addressing rising HIV vulnerabilities in the country, National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, wants the buy-in of parents in this regard. The 2025 World AIDS Day Adolescent and Young People Symposium in Abuja is on course to helping young Nigerians protect themselves against HIV/AIDS. Olabode Arewa reports.
Despite ongoing awareness campaigns, many young Nigerians still believe that HIV and AIDS is a myth, something that exists only on paper. But the facts tell a different story. According to the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, it says that in 2024 alone, more than 70,000 new infections were recorded nationwide, with adolescents and young people remaining the most affected. At the World AIDS Day celebration for Adolescents and Young People Symposium, representatives of youth groups and student bodies discussed strategies for promoting well-being.
People with HIV/AIDS are not to be stigmatized, are not to be discriminated from others. We are to love them, we are to accept them.
It's a call to protect our bodies, our minds, and our dreams.
This underscores the urgent need to equip them with accurate information.
We want you to amplify the messages of prevention. We want you to amplify the messages of love. We have amongst us people living with HIV, and they are living positively with it. But like you said, or like you've heard us say so many times, stigma is still an issue.
The World AIDS Day is commemorated globally on the 1st of December. In Abuja, Olaboderewa, NTA News.
About 60 indigent Nigerian patients are currently receiving free cochlear implant surgeries, a device that helps restore hearing. Each worth about 20 million naira, courtesy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, in collaboration with the federal government of Nigeria at the National Hospital, Abuja. Oluseyi Adeabo examines the impact of this health intervention.
For nearly a decade, the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center has continued to respond to growing humanitarian needs around the world. Through its medical initiatives, more than 1,000 cochlear implants procedures and electric hearing system have been scheduled across several African countries, with a focus on alleviating suffering and improving the quality of life for vulnerable populations. The latest beneficiaries include about 60 Nigerians, most of whom are children.
This girl, she was born with this problem.
Among them is Aisha Abubakar. Her father, Abubakar Ahmed, recounts how Aisha's hearing challenges began at birth.
Some are saying it may be up to 20 million, just one ear. That means the 2 ears may cover about 40 million or getting to that. I said, Alhamdulillah, even by hearing this type of program that will going to help the poor.
When we say 60 beneficiaries, right now, we prefer to take the children that are less than 5 that have never spoken before. They tend to really respond very well.
The humanitarian initiative spearheaded by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince is helping to meet the medical needs of indigent patients like Aisha.
And we improve our relationship with the other country, and from our side we want to improve the connection with our brother in other country like Nigeria. We are hoping to plan more mission and do more surgery. Actually, we are planning for whole Africa.
Now we want to institutionalize such kind of program, such that at least every couple of months we will be able to do these surgeries in groups until a comfortable skills transfer has been achieved. In no small way will this add to value to the whole of the Nigerian health ecosystem.
Beyond providing care, the program has also strengthened professional capacity at the National Hospital, making it a win-win initiative for all parties involved. In Abuja, Oluseyi Adeabo, NTA News.
Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has terminated the contract for the ongoing Apo Karushi Road project and re-awarded it to a new contracting firm. The minister disclosed this during an inspection tour of ongoing projects within the city centre. Onoze Yakubu has the details.
In a bid to see things for himself and ascertain the level of work, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike embarked on an inspection tour of ongoing project sites, from the road rehabilitation work in Karu to the construction of an access road within the Gishiri district and the Apo Wasa Expressway, otherwise known as Outer Southern Expressway. It is a race to deliver on schedule. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, while applauding the commitment of the contracting firms, announced the termination of the contract for the Apo Karushi Road project. In the meantime, another firm has been contacted for the job, which has commenced in earnest. This, he clarifies, is to meet the yearnings and aspirations of the residents.
If you go there now, you see that they've started work. It's a road that so many people are very interested, because it will decongest some of these areas. So if you did that, and like I said, I will continue to play politics when it concerns the welfare of the people. that road has been terminated, and the road leading from Kubwa to Buari has also started, so that there will be an alternative route to that's also awarded to SSC.
While in Karu, the minister pledged to pay compensation on the structure that impedes on the construction of a drainage. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 and 18:24. Stay with us. More reports after the break.
Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections, classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to...
Tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality, and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food now. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The Special Constabulary Police of Nigeria, SCPN, has appealed to the federal government, the Inspector General of Police, and the Police Service Commission to immediately implement a landmark judgment delivered by the National Industrial Court on November 20th, 2024, affirming the legacy of the SCPN. Speaking at a media briefing in Abuja, the Commander General of SCPM, SCP Editi George, emphasized the fact that more than 22,000 special constabulary officers have served across the 36 states and the FCT since 2020 without receiving any allowances or welfare benefits. George noticed that despite the National Industrial Court ruling affirming the legitimacy of SCPN and ordering the issuance of salaries, letters, and certificates of engagement as provided under Sections 105 and 106 of the Nigerian Police Act 2022, there is yet to be any implementation.
We appeal and also asked for the payment of accumulated entitlements and welfare benefits to all special constabulary officers for our selfless service over the 5 years. The implementation of this judgment will be a symbol of renewed hope for thousands of our officers who have served this country with unwavering commitment.
The Commander General appealed for the immediate enforcement of the court's judgment, full recognition and integration of SCPN into the Nigerian police structure, payment of accumulated entitlements, and inclusion of the SCPN leadership in policy discussions on community policing and welfare. Former National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Olisa Metu, says Nigeria's democracy is a work in progress, urging citizens to sustain continued support to government through tolerance and patriotism. He therefore enjoined the PDP and other opposition political parties to perform their roles creditably.
Those in the ruling party, those in the opposition, those who are not interested in what is happening in our democracy, even the business community, they should learn and imbibe the spirit of tolerance, forbearance, accommodating spirit. We're doing, as a democracy, we have not done badly. The PDP has survived the pressures, the challenges that they have. They have really done well in doing that. We need a credible opposition in this country. We need the PDP to rise up, to be much more forward in the way they are doing their opposition, as long as it is based on the policies and the programs of their government. So I want to encourage the opposition parties, not only the PDP, the Labour Party, the ADC, the YPP, all the parties that they have, to rise up and hold the government accountable in terms of the policies and programs. That is the only way that the democracy can thrive very well, and we can get the people in government to perform a lot better.
And moving on, the Cuban embassy in Nigeria marked Fidel Castro's enduring legacy with a ceremony that brought together diplomats, friends of Cuba, and admirers of his revolutionary ideals. The event highlighted Castro's lasting influence on Cuba's identity, diplomacy, and global humanitarian values. Suleiman Abdul Wahab reports.
The commemoration, guests were reminded of Castro's central role in shaping modern Cuba and its commitment to sovereignty, social justice, and international solidarity.
Y si después de un zanjón hubo una vez Baraguá.
Cuban ambassador to Nigeria, Miriam Morales Palmero, highlighted that despite changing time, Fidel Castro cannot be forgotten.
It's not a closed chapter. It's a living commitment that called to us day after day. Dear friends, brothers and sisters, thank you once again.
He really sacrifices a life for our country, for our people, and not only for our people, but to the people in the world.
The event was attended by ambassadors, Nigerians, and Cuban lovers who came to celebrate his legacy alongside her.
We have with Nigeria a very strong link related to our culture because the first people that arrived in Cuba are from Nigeria.
Nigerians should learn the kind of sacrifice that Fidel did for even Africa. He sent over 40,000-50,000 troops to Africa to fight apartheid South Africa, and thousands of Cubans, young Cubans, lost their lives in Africa, but he defeated apartheid.
She noted that his influence remains present in Cuba's diplomatic values, cultural identity, and global humanitarian contributions. The events concluded with a moment of silence and messages of support to the Cuban people. In Abuja, Suleiman Tabu Abdul Wahab, NT News.
And 3 days after the presidential directive, about 12,000 officers have been recalled from VIP protection assignments. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun announced this at a meeting with strategic police managers at the force headquarters, Abuja. Francis From reports.
Criminal elements must not only be intercepted, they must be outmaneuvered.
It is the first major strategic managers conference following recent security breaches in some parts of the country. Addressing the session, IGP Egbetokun describes the meeting as a decisive moment for Nigeria's internal security architecture, urging senior police commanders to intensify proactive intelligence-driven policing. He cited the recent attacks in Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger states as reminders of the evolving nature of insecurity.
Peace maintained in one location and violated in another is not peace. In the immediate, we are neither going to sleep nor give ourselves accolades until every pupil abducted from St. Mary Catholic School in Niger State is rescued unhurt and united with their families.
To strengthen security coverage nationwide, the IGP announced a series of operational adjustments, including the deployments of personnel to high-risk areas.
Following this announcement, a total of 11,566 personnel have been recalled and will be deployed to active policing duties immediately. We wish to assure members of the public that this withdrawal will enable the force to expand deployment into areas where policing input has the most meaningful public safety outcomes.
Egbetokun further disclosed that a total of 8,202 suspects have been arrested nationwide for crimes ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, and illegal possession of firearms to rape and other violent offenses. A development, he says, underscores the force's renewed resolve to dismantle criminal networks across the country, charging commissioners of police to return to their commands with fresh determination. The IGP warned that the nation cannot afford excuses at this critical time, ending with a firm declaration of the force's commitment to securing Nigeria. Francis From NTA News.
And with that report, we conclude the news desk at 6 and NTA News 24. Many thanks for your company. I am Nina Daniels.